In the mystical realms of Norse mythology, a world steeped in the legends of gods and giants, where the tapestry of the universe is woven with the ancient threads of fate and destiny, there stands a figure both enigmatic and essential. Amidst the pantheon of deities who command thunder and wield great strength, one god defies the archetypal bounds of heroism and villainy. This is Loki, the ever-elusive master of mischief and ambiguity, a deity wrapped in the complex layers of contradiction. A being who walks the thin line between deity and demon, friend and foe, Loki's story is as intricate and multifaceted as the magical threads he so skillfully entangles. In a cosmos governed by the rigid laws of order and chaos, he dances to the rhythm of his own making, a trickster whose tales are woven into the very fabric of Norse lore. In the sagas of old, where heroes and monsters are born from the same ancient well of myths, Loki's role is unparalleled. His actions, shrouded in the mist of morality, have echoed through the ages, shaping the fate of gods and men alike. His is a tale that challenges the boundaries of right and wrong, a saga that invites us to explore the shadowy depths of the Norse mythos. Loki's origins and family. In the beginning, in the realm of Jotunheim, where giants tread and the old magic thrums through the land, Loki took his first breath. Born to the giant Farbauti and the goddess Laufey, he was a child of two worlds, belonging fully to neither. His very existence was a bridge between the colossal might of the giants and the divine essence of the gods. Growing up, Loki often found himself at the crossroads of these two realms. In Jotunheim, his cunning and slender form contrasted sharply with the brute strength of the giants. Among the gods in Asgard, his heritage made him an enigma, a being who defied the usual boundaries of godhood. It was in Asgard, the shining realm of the Aesir, that Loki found his place, or perhaps made his place. Here, in the golden halls of Odin and the mighty presence of Thor, Loki weaved his intricate web of relationships. His bond with Odin was unique, for they were blood brothers, an oath that tied their fates together in ways beyond mere kinship. Loki's powers and misdeeds. In the realm of gods and legends, Loki's name was synonymous with cunning and deception. His gift of shape-shifting allowed him to become anything, from a fly to a seal, to a salmon, even to a mare, each form serving his intricate plots and plans. This ability was not just a display of power. It was a manifestation of his unpredictable and fluid nature, a trait that both amused and disturbed the gods. Among Loki's countless schemes, some stood out for their sheer audacity. The theft of Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, was a classic tale of Loki's mischief turning into a crisis. It was Loki who set the theft in motion, and Loki who, begrudgingly, aided in its return, a dance of problem and solution that was his hallmark. Another of Loki's capers was the cutting of Sif's hair, Thor's wife. This act of impish cruelty led to a chain of events that saw Loki commissioning gifts from the dwarves, including the creation of Mjolnir itself. In each misdeed, Loki left a trail of chaos and wonder, his actions weaving a complex pattern in the fabric of Asgard's daily life. But Loki's deeds were not always harmless. His involvement in the death of Balder, the beloved god of light, marked one of his darkest moments. Through cunning and manipulation, he orchestrated Balder's demise, an act that sowed deep discord and grief among the gods, and set forth the path to Ragnarok, the end of all things. Loki's offspring and legacy. In the sagas of the Norse, the lineage of Loki is marked by beings as formidable as they are foreboding. His progeny, born from unions both typical and bewildering, stand as enduring symbols of his complex legacy. Each child, a reflection of different aspects of chaos and power, was destined to play crucial roles in the cosmic narrative of Norse mythology. Fenrir, the immense wolf, was one of Loki's most fearsome offspring. Bound by the gods due to prophecies foretelling danger and destruction he would bring, Fenrir's story is one of betrayal and wrath, His eventual breaking of the chains that bound him and his role in the death of Odin during Ragnarok are testaments to the indomitable and destructive nature passed down from Loki. Equally imposing was Jörmungandr, the world serpent. Encircling Midgard, the world of humans, Jörmungandr lay in the depths of the ocean, holding its tail in its mouth, a symbol of the eternal cycle of life and death. His destined battle with Thor during Ragnarok, where both were fated to slay each other, was as much a reflection of Loki's cunning as it was a fulfillment of destiny. Then there was Hel, given dominion over the underworld by Odin. Her realm, also named Hel, was the final resting place for those who did not die gloriously in battle. Stern, fair, and unyielding, Hel's character embodied a different facet of Loki's legacy, one of solemnity and inevitability, overseeing the dead with a just hand. The path to Ragnarok. In the intricate web of Norse mythology, Loki's role was pivotal in shaping the destiny of the gods. His path, woven with trickery and deceit, was entangled with the prophecy of Ragnarok, the twilight of the gods, a cataclysm that would engulf the world in flames. The beginning of the end took root with the tragedy of Baldur, the god of light and purity, beloved by all in Asgard. Loki's machinations led to Baldur's untimely death, an event that shattered the peace of the gods and set forth a series of events that would lead to their ultimate downfall. It was a scheme driven by envy, spite, or perhaps a deeper, unknown motive characteristic of Loki's enigmatic nature. The sorrow and rage that followed Baldur's death resonated through Asgard. The gods, in their grief and fury, sought retribution, turning their wrath upon Loki. His punishment was severe, a reflection of the gods' anguish and a prelude to the greater conflict that lay ahead. Bound and tormented, Loki awaited the end of days. But even fate could not hold the trickster god indefinitely. His eventual escape would mark the beginning of Ragnarok, fulfilling the prophecy that foretold the fall of gods. In this final battle, Loki stood not with the Aesir but against them, leading an army of giants and monsters, including his own fearsome children. Loki in modern culture. As we journey from the ancient halls of Norse mythology to the vibrant canvas of modern pop culture, the figure of Loki undergoes a remarkable transformation. Today, he emerges reimagined in the pages of comic books, on the silver screen, and in the realm of digital media. Most prominently featured in Marvel's cinematic universe, Loki has been portrayed as a character with layers of complexity and a sympathetic edge, a reinterpretation that resonates with contemporary audiences. In the world of comics, Loki first appeared as a classic villain, an antagonist to the mighty Thor. However, as the character evolved, so did his narrative. No longer just a one-dimensional foil, he became a character marked by internal conflict, torn between his nature and his desire for acceptance and belonging. On the big screen, Loki's portrayal by actor Tom Hiddleston has captivated audiences worldwide. Here, Loki is depicted with a depth of emotion, oscillating between villainy and vulnerability. This cinematic Loki, while drawing inspiration from Norse mythology, is imbued with a modern sensibility, reflecting contemporary themes of identity, redemption, and the complex nature of heroism. The impact of this modern Loki extends beyond the narrative. He has become a cultural icon, inspiring a diverse fan base. Through fan art, cosplay, and online communities, Loki's character has sparked a creative and interpretative movement, highlighting his appeal as a symbol of transformation and rebellion against convention. Conclusion. As we reach the conclusion of our exploration into the enigmatic world of Loki, we stand at the crossroads of time, where ancient myth and modern narrative converge. From the mist-shrouded landscapes of Norse mythology to the dynamic realms of contemporary media, Loki's character has journeyed, evolving yet remaining unmistakably true to his core essence. Through the ages, Loki has been a mirror to our own complexities, a reflection of our capacity for both chaos and creation. His story, etched in the ancient runes and retold in modern tales, continues to captivate and challenge us. It speaks to the timeless human fascination with figures who exist beyond the bounds of conventional heroism and villainy. In Loki, we find more than just a mythological trickster or a cinematic anti-hero. We find a symbol of the inherent unpredictability of life and the transformative power of storytelling. His character serves as a reminder that myths are not just stories from a bygone era, but living narratives that continue to evolve and resonate with each new generation. As we close the chapter on this remarkable journey through mythology and modernity, we are left with an enduring image of Loki, a figure as boundless and changeable as the winds, as enigmatic as the mysteries he embodies. In the saga of Loki, we find the power of myth to enlighten, entertain, and inspire, a legacy that will continue to endure for ages to come.